All right, guys, welcome back. This is going to be part 4 of our 24 Topps Heritage High number. We're going to break 2 hobby boxes today. But tonight we have a special guest. We have Kilo present. She's going to help us out with this. So can you say hi to the fans, Kilo?
Hi.
No, how about a little enthusiasm? We got to set the tone right. She's a little nervous, a little embarrassed, so try again.
Hi.
Hey, yeah, all right. So she's setting the tone right tonight. So hopefully you guys can help us out. Our last 2 breaks that we had a lot of damage. So far we've pulled autos in every one of our breaks. But unfortunately our last 2 hobby box, all of our chromes, I think except for 1 for each box, were completely damaged. I mean, not even worth even showing. So starting off tonight, we've got another buyback. Bob, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. Acapulco, Abadabakaka. Sure. Anyways, again, it's pretty hammered, conditions pretty bad from being bounced around the box. You figure one day Topps would figure this out. But until then, we're going to move on. Again, since we've all seen this already, we're not going to spend a lot of time going through every single card. We're just going to kind of pull out the inserts and hits. And hopefully we can redeem ourselves from our last 2 breaks where it was nothing but damage. Okay, starting off really good right now. Can't even open a single pack of cards. Okay, so we're starting off with Jared Jones rookie. It looks like we do have a chrome coming up here. And we got a number 1 right off the bat. And our first one's going to be Johan Duran. So it's going to be, it's kind of hard to see right here, 621 out of 699. Doesn't appear to have all the damage, scratches, and lines as we've been seeing in our last 2 boxes. So we'll go ahead and get that guy sleeved up here. Gonna put him up there until we get something to knock him off.
Do you want me to put him in a sleeve?
No, it's all right for now. There you go. All right, again, we're kind of lucky tonight. We've got Kilo here. She's going to be going through, seeing if there's any of the short prints or if there's any variations that I might have missed prior to. This is our first video with us. So if you guys got any questions, requests, or anything, please go ahead and send them out. Let's see if we can't make her smile or blush. Okay, so we got our first blue border here, Zach Leto. We'll go ahead and put them off to the side there. Now, so we're day 3 of baseball, and then my Braves are 0-3. Cannot beat the Padres to save their lives. Kind of like I can't open a pack of cards to save my life. Hopefully your teams are doing a little bit better. But speaking of that, University of Florida basketball team, men's, just went ahead and made it to the Final 4 by defeating, was that Texas today? Man, it was a close game. I won't lie, I was a little nervous there a few minutes, about 4 minutes ago.
That's a 7-15.
Okay. We got Paul Skeen's base card here, and we have our mini for the box. Sean Manea. We got a Marcel Castro Carpenter, blah blah blah. You know, depending on how the day goes, we could have a SEC Final 4. Wouldn't that be interesting when everybody was talking how overrated the SEC was? So we got Dual Chasm. Okay, so this is not looking pretty good. We had our first, 4 boxes we opened up. Within like the first 3 packs, we had a couple decent hits. And then our last one, we had all the damage and kind of blah. We haven't really had anything to show for it. So it's not looking good right now.
701.
All right, so she's pulling out the short print she's found 2 already. We have a first Aqua.
Oh, all of these signed?
Yamamoto. Yes. If you find one that's not signed, then that's something that needs to be addressed. Because there are short prints which shows they're not signed. I should actually have her do all the openings. Prior to, she used to open the hobby box here or there that I would get, and she would always get a hit. If I opened it, never got anything. So I should probably return these duties over to her. So we have our next Chrome. And it's Joey Estes, 274 out of 699, and it actually looks pretty clean. So go ahead and sleeve him up. And again, all these are going to be going on our eBay page, Juliet Keeler Sports Cards. But please be patient. We got a lot going on. We're your performers. We're getting ready to go on vacation, and the kids are in sports with us also working every day. So we're slowly adding them on there, but eventually it will end up on our page if you guys are interested in anything that you see. Got our next blue, Rodriguez, the Bear, and that's it.
What's that one card that I pulled that was just for $100?
Oh, she was just asking about a card she pulled when I first got back in cards about 2 years ago. She pulled I had a, what was it? I think it was a blaster pack or hanger pack of 2018 Topps Topps update, and she ended up pulling a autographed Shohei, which kind of cursed me after that because we never pulled anything again. But yeah, she pulled an autographed Shohei deckled edge, which we still have sitting hidden away. That's going to be a long-term investment there. But yeah, she pulled that, and after that, it kind of started heading things over to her. Julio with the perfectly programmed. Yeah, again, so far we're not really seeing anything to brag about. Hopefully we can get another auto. Hopefully we can get an actual decent name. Like I said, we had the Jackson Holiday was a big name auto a few boxes ago. We haven't seen anything since. Is that image? No. Okay, I thought that just looked odd for a minute there. It looked different. So hopefully we can get another one. Got our white border. And if we don't get anything, I'm just going to go ahead and ground her for the rest of spring break.
You should start playing music in the background so they don't get bored.
There you go. So she brought up an idea. Maybe we should put some music in the background since I'm not able to talk about the cards the entire time. Is there a certain preference style of music, or would that just be more annoying than anything else? Let us know. I prefer a little bit of classic rock and classic punk. So before I started fitting in people's ears, it'd be kind of interesting to see what you guys would be interested in.
722.
Now and then Rodriguez. It's really nothing so far. This is, well, it's kind of boring here. Apparently we've been going downhill since our first box open.
It's just because I haven't opened any.
There you go. Keeler's feeling left out, and she's feeling the gods are punishing us for not including her earlier. There you go, Wyatt Langford base. Okay. All right, guys, we're about halfway there. So we'll open up another hobby box after this. Nope, doesn't look at anything unless we get an auto. Jackson Churio base. Another Aqua, which I think that's going to be our second and final Aqua. Jackson Holiday base.
Look at his hair.
Acuna MVP. Well, yeah, this is actually rather kind of a boring box. Hopefully you guys haven't fallen asleep, but if you do, please make sure you have your computer or phone plugged in so it doesn't shut off. Next, blue. Still short a few chromes, so it looks like we still have, what, about 3 chromes left, and either our auto or a relic. Okay, looks like we got our next chrome coming up. And our next chrome, nice, is going to be out of 75 from the Astros. Corey with lines all across his face. Again, I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's just marks all up and down there. So it's continuing our effect with, having damaged cards. It's awesome. Thanks, Topps. Again, just want to say I appreciate, give a shout out to you guys for ensuring quality control is above and beyond. Nothing better than us spending money on crap products. I don't mean to be negative. I'm sorry. It's just irritating. You know. So we got another chrome coming up here, and Jake Fraley. It actually looks like a clean one. Actually, I take that back. I don't know if you guys can see right above where the E is. There are a whole bunch of just crazy marks right above the E, or right on the E. So again, $6.99. Again, another one to the trash. So continuing from our last 3 boxes, nothing but damage. So yeah, I will send those back to Topps since we've had so many of them, and then I'll get whatever they feel that they want to send me back.
They should give you the same card, just not broken.
Yeah, unfortunately they can't do it because they put them out in all the boxes, so you're not able to. We got another white border here. We got a Shota base, Jackson Merrill. Yeah, because most of the cards, though, are already printed and sit in the boxes, so they can't. It's not like they just have, hey, let's print new ones. So that's all right.
Are the short prints better?
They're supposed to be more desired. She asked if the short print's supposed to be better. In the case of Heritage, it's just all personal opinion. I don't think anybody really cares because none of them are big names. And we have our next chrome, which is the silver foil. We have Cam Eden, and it's 187 out of 225. It looks somewhat clean.
Looks clean to me.
How so to you? $5? No? All right. Never mind. Tried making a sale here. She just laughed at me. All right. All right, we're down to our last 3 packs. And then we'll move on to our next box. We're still waiting on either our relic or auto. All right, last 2 coming up here. So our last 4 boxes have been pretty disappointing, especially considering the damage we've had. We had that 5 of 5 rookie picture that was just completely tore up. Let's see if we're going to get anything to even come close. There we go, guys. Look at that. Check that out. We have a red ink on card auto, 25 of 75, Connor Phillips. I don't know anything about Connor Phillips. He's a rookie, but again, it is a red ink on card. This is our second one from the case, so that's pretty cool. Actually, that's really cool. Again, I don't know anything about him. He could be a bust. I have no idea, but this is our second red ink auto. So pretty cool. I guess you got to take what you can get when you can.
Does that mean he personally wrote on it?
Yep, he personally signed those, and he did the numbering, so there's 25 out of 75 of those.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty cool. So you wish it'd be a bigger name, but again, I'll take a red ink all day, every day, as one of the guys who left a comment from one of our videos. And our last one from box number 1. And that's about it. So these are some of the short prints that Kilo found going through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That should be number 8, because there's usually 8 in each box. And of course, we have all of our kind of base rookies inserts. All right, this is going to be our last box. So we're going on spring break here. And we're going to leave you guys alone. Not to tolerate any of our nonsense for a few days. So let's see if we can go out with a bang. So what's our box topper going to be?
Huh?
What's our box topper going to be? She doesn't know. Here we go. George Brett.
Big.
So we have an oversized box topper, George Brett. It's actually in pretty decent condition. All right, we'll set him off to the side there.
I should open one.
She wants to open one, which I'm not going to turn around. Pick the one you want. Okay, so she's going to open one right now. See if she can bring her good luck voodoo. Yep, it's challenging. She just did her nails too, so it's going to be a little harder for her. So she's going to try to... Oh, go ahead and do that again. Holla!
Oh my god.
Yes, I embarrass her. I'm her father, so she has to deal with it.
I can't open it. Normally I can open these.
Okay, so we have our first blue border.
It's not opening.
Yes, you experienced what I did from our first video. Could not figure out how to get these things opened.
Are these ones harder than the ones we normally get?
Yes, they're harder than normal. So we got Paul Skeens. Starting to actually get quite a few of his, which is not bad because it's very popular. Okay, so it looks like we've got another chrome here. There we go. Number 57 out of 75. We have a, was that Corbin Carroll? I believe that's Corbin Carroll. And it looks actually pretty clean. NL champion. Very nice. Yeah, I'll take that. Hopefully he has a comeback year. He had his little sophomore slump last year. Kind of fell off to the wayside, but I've got faith in him. I've watched him play. Well, don't, you gotta wait. You do it in front of the camera. She's opened her card, started going through them, she found something. So
Oh, whoops.
yep, you gotta wait and do it in front of the camera.
Okay, they don't have to know. I can just do it.
Wyatt Langford, well, they know because I just told them.
Well, forget it, guys.
Again, please deal with us. We're going through the hands. Eris, go ahead. Okay, she's going to hand it to me. You want me to do it?
Yeah.
Okay. So these aren't stacked or anything. Looks like it's a chrome that she has. And it is
Number
$6.99 out of $6.99, but it's got print lines all up and down. I don't know if I can get the camera to show it, but it goes up and down all their faces. Yeah, you can see some down here for on Cruz. Yeah, it runs up and down. So again, Topps wants to build us up just to bring us down. So moving on here. Well, thank you for that. I'm not. Apparently your luck's no longer needed here. Yeah, no, I'm just kidding.
Can you do another?
Absolutely, you can do another, but before you start going through it, you got to do it on camera, though.
Okay. I'll just try and open it, and then before I go through it.
Okay.
I don't want to struggle to open it on camera.
There you go. She doesn't want to look like her dad struggling to open them. Got Jackson Holiday base.
That name sounds so familiar.
The bear, and that's about it. So she's over there struggling with that pack.
Do I have to open it differently than normal?
Sometimes it works the normal way. Sometimes it takes some other thoughts.
Oh, you dropped it.
Shoto. Thank you. And just drop it over there.
Nothing special.
Young Ho Lee. Jackson Merrill base. Uh-oh, I think she finally got it. All right, after I do this one here, she's going to go ahead and pull hers up. Jared Jones, unfortunately, if he hadn't had his surgery, would be a pretty hot card. And that's it. All right, she's going to step in, guys, so please...
You gotta talk because I don't know.
All right, go ahead.
Wait, isn't that guy good?
No. All right, she's got a white border, so go ahead and pull that white border out.
Oh, it's Jorge.
Yep, Jorge.
Nope.
Yep, that's it. She just had that white border. Thank you, Miss Kilo. I appreciate it.
The white building.
So it's a parallel. So grab the card, look in the back about the number.
Oh.
Yep, grab your magnifying glass so you can actually see, and it'll say it.
Oh, is that a mini?
That is a mini, yes.
It's cute.
This is a little guy. All right. Still waiting on either our auto or relic.
Oh, do I have to look at these?
Yeah, those are ones you haven't looked at yet.
Oh my god.
That's what you get for slacking.
I forgot to do that.
Yes.
This is more than my homework.
Got another blue border. Jackson Holiday base. So we pulled his auto. Wait a minute, is this a image variation? It is. Check it out, guys. So we have a Jackson Holiday image variation. I'll go ahead and show you his other ones in here in a second.
Is it scratched?
What?
Is it scratched?
No, because it's not a chrome.
Oh, can only chromes be scratched?
Well, not only, but they're the ones that usually show up a lot easier. All right. So we'll go ahead and pull up a Holiday out of here so we can compare them. There we go. So there we go. So this is the Holiday base, and this is the image variation. I believe this is one. Is it the same one from the auto? No, it's a different image from his auto. But this is the image variation, so that's pretty cool. It's a good name to get. All right, okay. So we got some scratch chromes, but we have a nice image variation on that one. We have our Aqua. I still haven't figured out what I'm going to do with that Jackson Holiday on-card auto. Not sure if I'm going to sell it or hold it in the PC, because I'm trying to clean up my PC to where I have just for my favorite players, which consists of Nolan Ryan, Dale Murphy, and I'm slowly starting to get on board with Bobby Witt. I do have a lot of Juan Soto's, but with him being such a sellout and going to the Mets, I might just have to cut ties with him.
Oh, we didn't like Bobby.
Of course we like Bobby. Bobby Witt's awesome. Here comes our next chrome, which it looks to be a silver Brandon Woodruff. And again, I don't know if you guys can see them just running up and down the card here. There are scratch marks all the way. So you can see some of them up by the Brewers. My thumb going down. So again, quality control. At least it's being consistent now. So I guess our first two boxes were the anomalies that were clean. Because after, I think it's actually like box number 3, they just completely fell apart. So, yeah, it's very frustrating. So I'm not a grader. I don't do cards for grading. But again, I do like to try to resell them so I can keep doing this. But I'd be very upset if I bought one of those White Langford base, another blue border. But if I got one of those lines on them that someone sent to me, that would, yeah, that would upset me a lot. So, this might be our hit, which might be a relic. Feels kind of thick. Yep, so this is going to be our relic. As you guys can see, it's pretty thick.
Ooh.
Hopefully we can actually get a decent name. And it is Logan Gilbert.
Who is that?
He is a pitcher for the Mariners. So I guess if you are a fan of the Mariners, that might be cool. But I'm a spoiled brat after getting 2 red on-card autos. That doesn't work for me. Another Jackson Holiday base. Again, I'll try to get some of these on eBay, but again, so we're leaving here actually in a few hours for a vacation, so I'm still playing catch up from our previous boxes. So eventually they will all be on there. Here comes our next Chrome. JJ Belay.
It's my favorite pitcher.
JJ?
No, Chris Hill.
You don't even know. Or excuse me, Kilo. Sorry, bleep. I have to try to edit that out. She's our favorite pitcher, which is Chris Sale. And we'll just go ahead and set him up there. Doesn't deserve his own stand yet. Fred Lynn Files. And Jorge. All right, guys, we're almost done here. Bear with us. We got about 7 more packs.
Do you want me to set up like another row?
We'll see. I said all the chromes so far have been pretty damaged, and it looks like we only have about 2 or 3 left. About 3 left. There's some Churio. We've already had our hit too, so. All right, just a couple left here. Tatis, who rubbed a home run from Matt Olson today, so thank you for that. Chaniger. Yeah. There you go, Royals. All right, looks like we're down to our last, 4 packs? It's been a long video, but we're trying to rush through it while having a good time and enjoying. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the break. If you do, please like, subscribe, let us know. Leave a comment here.
My legs are so sore. Do you want me to say what number they are? Or no?
No, it doesn't matter. She's asking about the short prints that she pulled the 701s to 725. See, there we go. Is that an aqua? Oh, well, it's on the floor now. Thank you. So it looks like it's Ricky Pitcher's aqua from the Royals with one from the Mariners. And our last 2. Looks like we got another chrome in there. And it will be Cardinals, Jose Fermi, 382 out of 699. And that looks actually pretty clean. So we'll sleeve that one up here. George Brett. We're down to our last pack. If you've made it this far, I appreciate it. And here we go with our last and final. So unfortunately, it's kind of it's not a nail biter since we've already got our hit. So no, we're not really getting anything. We've got all of our chromes, and we actually got an image variation. So, oh, we got a blue. Woo! That's exciting. All right. So because Keela was here, I'm not going to have to pause everything to go through. She's got all of our short print numbers. So we'll just kind of recap on the big ones. We did have quite a few chromes out of those 2 boxes that were damaged. We had Brandon Woodruff without a 225. We had some rookie pitchers, Fraley, and then of course, you know, we have a low number out of 75 that was all scratched up as well. So those hurt quite a bit. But to highlight it, we did get in our first box of that, we did have a Real One on-card auto red ink, Connor Phillips, rookie pitcher. So it's kind of cool. Absolutely, I'll take that every day. And then we had our relic, which was Logan Gilbert from our second box here. So again, if quality control is better, this would have been a super awesome break. But unfortunately, just due to quality control, kind of takes away from it. So without further ado, I thank you guys. We'll be back next week, and hope you guys have a good one. So good night, and Miss Kilo.
Bye.
Bye.